thanks again for coming, you guys. And I suppose, as you know, our turtle brother, Cammy, finally got here, and he's not going to be able to be here today because he's got people from here to Pittsburgh who are
at Cleveland.
Yeah. Hey, Turtle fans. This panel recording was sponsored by those heroes over at 80stees.com, and you'll be shell-shocked by all the awesome Fandom shirts that they have. But not the prices, because you will get 30% off your next order with the coupon code FSTMNT. So head on over to 80stees.com and check them out. Now, on to the panel.
Please, so this is your chance to ask us everything you want to know about Cam that we wouldn't say in front of Cam.
That's right. And we won't tell him.
No. And you don't either. So.
We, when we do these things, of course, it's just a total privilege, and we really love being here. Casey and his crew put on a crazy good show.
Yeah.
Probably, as we've done before in these circumstances, it's best to this is your time.
Right.
So we have this lovely gentleman in his striking orange turtle shirt. By the way.
The right color, I might add.
Yes.
I changed it specifically for this panel.
Outstanding. So. By the way, who came up with was this your idea? God.
Yeah.
We do a lot of shows, but the first time I was here, I don't know, 5 years ago or something like that. Yeah. Everything here is so hip.
Yep.
Everything is so retro. These tags we wear and stuff. You are an amazing young man.
Yes. Yeah,
honestly.
Hey, I'll second that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Casey and his crew run a killer show. You guys are very fortunate to have this here. We do a lot of them, and this is really first class.
Yeah,
so
first
anyway.
rate. Yeah.
So why don't we just put your hands up and we'll ask
So
questions.
who are you, young man?
My name is Kyle. I will be your guide on this journey into mystery.
Okay. Sweet. All right.
Thank you, Kyle.
Can call me Splinter. I've always liked Cowabunga.
Atta boy. Now you're talking.
All right, our first question is over here. Who is this masked man?
That's Jack.
As you know, I'm Jack the Masked Man. You can call me the Green Hornet, but I'm wearing red.
Just don't call you late for dinner. I know how that works out.
I know Kato's late again, so I have one question for Rob Paulsen.
Yeah.
So you're a voice director on Rise, right?
Yes.
How is being a voice director different from being a voice actor?
Not the paycheck's not nearly as good. It is the first and maybe only time that I was asked to direct a series, and I really enjoyed it. I love the best part of it is working with these wonderful actors. Actually, all of them were on-camera guys, and the lady, the terrific young woman, Kat, who played April. They'd never done cartoons before, or not too many. Ben Schwartz had done, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog and DuckTales. Yeah, thanks. But the other guys had never really done cartoons, and it was an absolute pleasure to work with them. They were very open, no ego, and to a person, they could not believe that they were working on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Isn't that great?
They were freaked out. So it was great fun, Jack. Thank you for asking. And you have excellent taste in masks, I should say.
Thanks. I have excellent taste in weapons, too.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
He's got two.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Try that weapon on for size. Thank you. Thank you.
I got it.
Thank you, buddy.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
All right, so my question is, before you got your roles as the Turtles, what, if any, exposure did you have with the comics?
What, if any, what?
Did you know about the Ninja Turtles comics before you got the roles as the Turtles?
Were you aware of the comic at all?
No, I wasn't, but I'll tell you, Robbie and I were working on a show called Fraggle Rock, and it was Thank you. We had a blast on it. It was the animated version, not the Muppet version, but it was the animated version for NBC, and it was being voice directed by a guy named Stu Rosen. And one morning, he came into one of our recording sessions with his briefcase, opened it up, and pulled out a Ninja Turtle comic book. And I had never heard of it before. So when I looked at the title of it, you got to remember this is back in the day when it was all Strawberry Shortcake and My Little Pony and shows like that. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. sounded just a little different.
Kind of like somebody been drinking the bong water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so I thought, wow, well, good luck with that. And he brought us in to audition for it, and boom, lo and behold, here we are all these years later. So I hadn't heard of it at the time, didn't really expect that it would have much in the way of legs, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a joke that my agent was pulling on me. He called up and said, "You're going to read for something called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles," and I said, "Yeah, what am I really reading for? Because that doesn't sound real." So no, I had not heard of it at all, and was my first reaction was just one of bewilderment, but then when I saw the when I actually read for it, they had the mock-ups, of the characters. They had some pictures to look at, and I thought, wow, this is interesting. And when I got the script, which were really just sides. We didn't get the whole script. We got what we were supposed to say. And I said, this is kind of cool. This is smart. This is interesting. It's different. And I don't know if I ever felt that it was going to see the light of day, but it was really fun to audition for, let alone be fortunate enough to get.
Yeah, and the first 5 episodes were paid for by the toy company. Yeah. By Playmates Toys, and Monday through Friday during Christmas break, I think in 1987. Was it? Well, we recorded them in 87, so was it 87 to 88 during the Christmas break, or was it 88 to 89?
No, it's 87.
Was it 87?
It was like Channel 13 or something in Los Angeles.
It was a syndicated show.
A syndicated show, yeah.
And the whole experience was very unusual. Generally, a show will be on a network and then be syndicated, like Cheers or Friends, and then goes to reruns forever. But we were in syndication first and then picked up by CBS.
Very strange.
And when the first 5 aired, I guess it did okay. And they thought, we'll do some more. But then it went ba-boom. And it went from like a cute little show to $6 billion in merchandise or something. But it's... certainly the singular most remarkable franchise that I've ever been involved with. I think it's pretty tough to find something that lasts this long. Yeah, right. Crazy.
Unless you're the Simpsons. But
unless you're the Simpsons.
That's different.
That's very unusual, yeah. Right. Thanks.
Or Transformers, but we won't talk about that.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I was wondering, so back when the show was on, they slapped turtles on everything to sell it. Is there anything that you ever saw that you're like, I can't believe this is a thing?
Wow. I mean, it was kind of weird seeing turtle underwear, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you kind of feel shitty if you know. As you get pissed off.
Turtle tampons.
Yeah, but my son, who's now 38 years old, had everything: bed sheets, toothbrush, comb, plate, a dinner plate and set, and all that. Truly, Monopoly, Turtles Monopoly.
I thought the Turtles, they came out with a cereal.
Yeah.
At one point, I thought that was pretty clever and pretty cool. Yeah.
But all of us, I think, have been not only pleasantly thrilled about the extent to which these characters connect with people. And look, it's not a bunch of little kids here. It's a bunch of people, grown kids, and how they connect with their children. I've been meeting people this week, and all of us have. There are literally 3 generations of people who love Ninja Turtles, and it brings utter joy to them. I think that's the thing that is most remarkable, is that it's not waning. It's not people going, Turtles, I'm sick of I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of parents who spent, their 401ks on turtle stuff. But yeah, I know. But it's amazing.
Something kind of dawned on me today because, I always wonder about the popularity of the Turtles and how it got to be what it was. And everyone has their own theories. But it just dawned on me today when I was talking to some people that were talking about the shows that were going on at that time. And Turtles was very much a crossover because we appealed to younger audiences, that were watching the more kid-like cartoons, because we were kind of kid-like and fun and joyous. But then we crossed over into the Batman Transformer superhero place, and we kind of hit both audiences at the same time. And I think that really had a powerful impact on the popularity of the show.
Palatable theory. And also, it's kind of like, Turtles is now kind of like McDonald's. And by that I mean... it's part of the culture of the world. And my son, we didn't go out of our way to shove burgers and fries into our kid's mouth. And one day he just said, I want McDonald's. But it's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. And it's part of the culture of the world. And so Turtles has arguably become like that. We can go places in the world, and you say, Brad Pitt, I kind of heard. But then you say, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, Las Tortugas Ninjas, Cowabunga.
Hey, we Robbie and I just had the opportunity to go to Abu Dhabi back in March. And boy, what an experience that was, to be in this completely different culture and society, and yet they were
180 degrees different from ours.
Right. And yet they were as rabid about the Ninja Turtles there as you guys are here in the States. It was, crazy. I remember we would, what was it where they go? The Turtle Power.
Yeah, Turtle Power. Crazy. And these sweet folks spoke perfect English.
Right. And how did they learn their perfect English? Watching Ninja Turtles. Watching American cartoons.
Crazy.
Yeah, seriously.
And certainly, I think I know how to say salam alechem and alechem salam. That's about it. That's the extent of my Arabic. But these people were articulate, kind, very effusive in their praise. They love Ninja Turtles. Yeah. And it really is a remarkable franchise. Yeah. Crazy.
All right. Oh, but Rob, who was your son's favorite Ninja Turtle?
Michelangelo.
Yeah, totally. Mikey was his favorite.
Did you feel a little betrayed?
Not a bit. I just said, look, if you like Mikey, that's fine. I just want another season out of this damn show. I got a car payment, kid. Yeah.
You like whoever you want.
Hey, man.
How's it going, guys? So just what you were talking about before, Barry, I think what drew me in, and I was a little old I love the comics, I was a little old for the level of the cartoon when it came out. But what I loved about it was you could sort of feel the sense of family that you had with the cast, with all the characters, because every brother had a different personality.
Totally.
They filled, each one of them was the apple of their father's eye in some way or another, and they all contributed. And I think that was the inclusivity of it was what got me.
Which Adam, by the way, is really one of the brilliant things that they did in designing this show, in creating it. Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right, Adam. And we had moments where you fight with your brothers, and somebody gets a little jealous of this or of that. And it was also relatable because everybody likes pizza. I can't even tell you how many this weekend. I just met a young man downstairs. He's got a black belt, right? He brought his black belt. Yeah. And like a zillion other kids, I got my black belt because when I was 6 years old, Ninja Turtles appealed to me, and my son was no different. He jumped into martial arts. Happens all the time. It's pretty cool.
We met a couple of guys who have started martial arts studios.
Yes, that's right.
Because of Ninja Turtles. Yeah. One here in town.
That's right. That's you.
There you go.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah. So what black belt? Do you got black belts? What kind of martial arts?
Mine is made out of leather, and I use it to hold up my pants. That's about it.
JC Penney.
Yeah.
And mine's fuchsia, so it's a little higher than black.
I just wanted to ask. I got a chance to play Shredder's Revenge on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, baby!
What did you guys think of being involved in a new Ninja Turtles game in 2022?
Okay, it was amazing.
Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
So here, can I just say that you guys, after all these years of doing this show, this is the first video game that they've actually used us original voices on. So it's like, so when we got the call, thank you, when we got the call to do this, I was like, no way, finally, this is crazy, because I had sort of given up on the thought of ever, really being involved in the franchise other than doing these cons, but doing actual work for the franchise anymore. And so when this call came in to do this new video game, we were all just super excited about that.
And we were at a con when the call came in. Remember, we were all at a con, and we all got a text about this, and we said, "Oh my God, this is crazy!"
My son is in the video game business. Shameless plug. His website is called GoodVibesGaming.com, GVG.com, and he called me about a month ago. He was at PAX East, a video game, right? And he called me and said, "Dad, I just played Shredder's Revenge." He said, "It's fantastic." And man, in the last couple of days, I've been looking on the internet. People are freaking out over this. Yeah. And at the risk of sounding self-aggrandizing, but screw it, one of the things they say is, "Oh my God, they got the original guys."
Right.
That's so humbling.
It sure is.
It's wonderful. So, have you played it? It's great, man. Yeah. Well, thank you, buddy. That's very kind. Appreciate it.
And do we still sound like the Ninja Turtles? Good.
Great.
Okay. Just checking. I just want to
Turns out we live a long time.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, guys. Thank you for coming today.
My pleasure.
Thanks for having us over to play.
Yeah.
I know as voice actors that you don't have to generally lose weight or bulk up for a role, but
don't be so sure.
Going back to well, maybe that's what I'm going to go to. And you may have already answered the question with regard to like your black leather belt and your fuchsia belt, but have you guys ever trained in the martial arts, and in particular in the weapons of your respective characters?
Absolutely not.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, me too. No.
Unequivocal. Okay.
I did. I just paid for a ton of Taekwondo lessons, but for my son. But no, I never have. My sport of choice is I grew up in Michigan, so I'm a hockey player, and I grew up. And you guys have a pretty damn fine hockey team in Pittsburgh. But no, I didn't. But it's pretty cool to this day when, like we said this weekend, with the martial arts, not academy, Alliance. Our friend here, the Martial Arts Alliance. It's really cool to meet people who are in that business, and when they find out who I am, they go, "Oh my God, let me tell you about Ninja Turtle." It's crazy. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. I have a question. The 2009 movie Turtles Forever was a TV movie. Were you guys ever approached to be in that movie?
No.
No.
And that wasn't unusual. When the first movies were being made, we all learned a really valuable lesson. I don't think any of us can be accused of being egomaniacs because we're just not cut from that cloth. But there was, I think, a general assumption that,
Cam's not here.
Yeah, Cam's not here, right.
Sure.
Yeah. But we all kind of, I think, thought we'd probably be the guys in the movie because we were the established voices. But
a couple of years we were on there already. So.
But we weren't. And the movie made $1 billion, and the next one made $1 billion. So it was a very good indication and a real great education.
Lesson
that the characters are famous. Don't get us wrong. We are incredibly flattered that you guys are here and you're making a fuss over us. But it's about the whole. We don't draw them. We don't write them. And it was a really good lesson to see how powerful the characters are. So don't get too big for your shell, hotshot, because it's about, these guys. So
what was really unexpected was to be able to, the first time that Turtles came back into my life, and it was doing the Nickelodeon, those episodes, the transdimensional episodes.
Right.
And, because I never thought I'd play Donatello again, or Bebop. And
Rob didn't either.
And that was that's very true. Very true. We won't go there. Anyway. No,
I feel like the Yoko Ono of the Turtles.
We kid each other. So, but that was a kick. That was a lot of fun to do that, and to work with Sean and
Sean
the
Astin
new guys.
was Raphael, and Seth Green was Leo, and Greg Sipes is Mikey. And talk about typecasting. If you guys know Greg Sipes, he is that dude.
Really.
Totally.
Yeah, he doesn't have
What's
to
up,
put it on.
brother? He's totally him.
Right.
But what was so fabulous, not only, of course, to work with, these great boys again. And by the way, when we got to work over Nickelodeon, I don't even know how many people they brought into the booth because it was like, oh my God, the original Turtles are here. They're freaking out. And all the kids who made the show were turtle freaks, But when we aired that episode, Transdimensional Turtles, where we meet, the new Turtles, we showed it at New York Comic Con, and there was about, a couple of thousand people in the audience. And what was really, really something was having a bunch of people in their 30s and 40s there with their kids, watching this show. And when the lights came up, you see a lot of people going like this. It was really cool. And they were unabashed turtle freaks, and they thought, oh my God, that was my child, and now I'm here with my boy, and we're both wearing turtle shirts, and that's the real guy. I'm freaking out. It was so great. Really cool.
Yeah. You almost made me cry there for a minute.
Thank you.
Hi, gentlemen. How are you?
Well, great. Thank you.
What was it like working with the late, great James Avery? Because I think I saw on, there's a DVD, he seemed to take like a very serious, dramatic approach. He's like, I saw Shredder as a Shakespearean character.
Oh, he was trained in Shakespeare.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it never seemed like that when we were working. That he took. I mean, he was not like.
And
he wasn't the method actor among the group. I mean, he was just really fun.
Very fun.
Wonderful guy.
And the only thing bigger than his size was his heart. He's a delightful man, and he used to come to work barefoot or wear
flip-flop sandals,
flip-flops and stuff. And he's a big man. You saw Uncle Phil on Fresh Prince. He's a big dude. And I told him one day, I said, dude, you got Nimitz class feet. That's incredible. And he was great. And when he got Fresh Prince, we saw him at Kevin Eastman's house. Remember that day he showed up?
Yes. Yeah.
And he said, you know what? Every time there's a guest, a new actor for the show that's done that week, they freak out because I'm Shredder. It really was a big deal to him, and he was a lovely man.
That was for the documentary we did, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It was. Yeah. It was like, oh my God, you're Uncle Phil, but who gives a... You're Shredder. Yeah. It was really cool.
And what was your favorite memories working with each other over the years? I mean, 1987 on Shredder's Revenge.
Oh my God. Favorite moment?
Memory moment.
It's really impossible to quantify. And I'm not being coy. It's just you get to work with people who are some of your very best friends in life, and we have had the glorious privilege of watching how this show has progressed so that we come to circumstances like this, and we see how much joy it's brought, and we're still together, and everybody's healthy, and we get to fly around the world and meet people.
When our flights don't get canceled.
Yeah, right. But it's really difficult to quantify. It was all a blast.
Yeah.
It was. And we're having a blast now.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because, we would not be, as much as we loved each other at that time, we did what most show business people do. We completely lost touch with each other. And so it wasn't until actually Rob approached us and said there's this thing called Comic-Cons, which I didn't know other than the big San Diego one. I had no idea that there were Comic-Cons all over the country. And we got together at an Italian restaurant for the first time that we hadn't seen each other in like 30 years.
That was great.
And actually, the reason we got together was because Robbie had started this podcast.
Oh, no, that was the first time, was Talking Tunes. That was even before.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
He said, hey,
he brought
guys,
us
I want to have you
together.
guys on my Talking Tunes. And when he was
right.
up at the John Lovitz Comedy Club in Universal City.
And we filled the place. People
That's
freaked
right.
out, and it was... And Cammy, I think.
And then after that, we started to do the comics.
Cammy was a little bit reluctant because he does have his ego in check. And I said, Cam, we got to come do this. People are they're just going to, and you will love it. You will go home exhausted from 3 days of saying thank you to lovely people. He said, Robbie, I don't know. I don't want to get out there and be embarrassed if nobody shows up. And he finally came.
Has anyone looked at his line today? I think, he doesn't have to worry about that.
Remind him of that today.
I will. No, it's, and all of this joy and effusiveness is not contrived. We really are so grateful, and we continually, our arms are black and blue from pinching ourselves.
So now we're texting each other every day.
All the time.
It's like, four brothers who have gotten together.
It's pretty neat.
It's
thanks
very
to you
cool.
guys, yeah.
Yes, totally thanks to you guys.
Yeah, because give yourselves a hand, because honestly, the truth is that we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Period.
Absolutely.
Without the audience, without the fans, without your love of this franchise, and frankly your love for us and the work that we've been really blessed to do over the years. Oh my goodness, we would be nowhere.
We would all been downsized 10 years ago in our corporate jobs. Really.
That's right.
I'd be working on my handicap. I mean, it truly is remarkable. And obviously, from a personal standpoint, the cool thing about being a voice actor is nobody cares what you look like. It's pretty great. So when we did the video game, the latest game, everybody we all did it via Zoom. There were people in Toronto, people in France, all over the place, and they flipped out because they had the original Ninja Turtles there. It's just cool as hell.
Yeah.
Who else has a question?
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Cody.
Hi, Cody.
Now, I have never seen the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't see maybe the 2000s when it was on 4Kids.
Right.
But my question is not like a serious question that most people have been asking. I want to ask a funny question.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
It's for all of you. Now, if your turtles were to do drag, what would their name be?
If the Turtles would do drag, what would our names be?
Donna, D-O-N-N-A,
Donna.
Tello.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Very good. Donna, Tello.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'd be Michelangelo.
Right.
Yeah.
I would be Raffaella. Actually, if I like Desiree. So let's just go with Desiree. And
Leonardo would be Cam Clarke.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. We love Cam. He's unabashed, and Cam isn't gay. He's ecstatic. Yeah. So yeah, that's a great question. Thank you very much. Hi.
Hi. I'm Iris.
That's Iris.
Yeah, hi. I have a question for Rob.
Yeah.
You'd voiced two of the Turtles, and by the way, I love all of your work.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That's very you have excellent taste.
You voiced Raphael and Donatello. Which one did you connect with more? Like, which personality did you find that you connected more with?
Raphael. I am by nature kind of a smart ass. I'm not a hothead, and I'd like to think I'm not rude, and I'm not particularly cool, but I do have kind of a smart ass look at things. So, as much as I love doing them both, Raphael is definitely more my style.
Attitude-wise. Yeah, it's Robbie.
Yeah, totally. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Rob. Hey, last time I was here 4 years ago, I was actually looking for work, and I ended up getting a job at McDonald's.
Oh, my God.
Place. Yeah, so anyway.
Well, you deserve a break today.
Yeah. anyway, long story short, I've been saving like thousands of dollars for this trip, and anyway, I just wanted to share a funny story about how Michelle Ivy helped me get to know you guys over the years.
The great Michelle Ivy is here, the quintessential encyclopedic knowledge turtle fan in the universe.
So anyway,
right here in the front row, baby.
Anyway,
That's right.
The real deal.
Yeah, Cowabunga corner.
You want to know anything about turtles? Michelle Ivy is your person, man. She's the real deal.
Well, anyway, one time we were hanging out in L.A. and I didn't know she was going to surprise me. We were hanging out at a park, and a guy shows up at with a dog, and Michelle and her sister are going to pet the dog. And so I finally get up, go to pet the dog. I look at the guy's face. It's Townie, and my face just drops. I'm like,
How about that?
yeah, great. It's like I love sharing that story with people.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff. That's very kind of you.
Then.
So what's the dog's name?
Dreamer.
Wow.
That's a good
Cool.
one.
Good memory, dude.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Somebody already asked my question about the video game, so what I want to hear from you guys.
I thought your question was going to be the drag question, but
maybe. No, it was the video game, which is amazing.
Thank you.
I want to hear a Cowabunga.
Oh, cool. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Cowabunga! Well, you know, I got to tell you, it just never, ever gets old.
Never.
Thank you.
Crazy. We hear Townie all weekend. You probably heard him. Would be, you know, over the din of this whole convention here every now and then. Cowabunga! The coolest thing in the world.
Thanks.
Hi.
I'm Grant.
Hi, Grant.
What's your guys' favorite pizza flavor or pizza?
As a turtle?
I guess
okay.
both.
As a person. As a person, my favorite pizza is artichoke, Canadian bacon, mushrooms.
Not say pineapple.
Yeah, no. That is a sin against nature. I'm sorry.
We all agree on that.
I do. I don't get it. And green peppers. That's what I like. But as Raphael, I like hot fudge, marshmallow, tuna fish, and Doritos. Yeah.
Yeah, mine as a regular old human being would be sausage, pepperoni, black olives, and onions. But as Michelangelo, it's anchovies and hot fudge, dude. Obviously.
Sausage, pepperoni, mushrooms, olives, onions. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Grant.
Donatello?
A deluxe. Donatello, sausage, pepperoni, olives.
Oh, and I forgot extra cheese.
Right.
Extra cheese.
Thanks, Grant. Hi.
Hi, I'm Julian, and the question I wanted to ask for Rob is, how did you end up coming back as Donatello in the Nickelodeon TV series?
Because he took my job.
First of all, Julian, you are incredibly too handsome for the rest of us. You've got, look at the hair on that handsome young man.
I was going to say,
oh my God.
some of that
and
hair,
then he
please?
starts smiling, and he's got that perfect dimple. I don't like you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Julian.
let's just make that clear
right
now.
away. Well, I got a call, and it's an interesting story, actually. I was working on a show called Danny Phantom at Nickelodeon. And my son was working at Nickelodeon at the time as a production guy. And he sent me a text, and he said, hey, Dad, did you know that Viacom, who owns Nickelodeon, bought the rights to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? They're going to make a new Turtles. I said, oh, great, cool, man, outstanding. And then about, I don't know, maybe 6 months later, I was working again on something in Nickelodeon. And my agent called and said, Nickelodeon would like to have you come read for Ninja Turtles. And I called her and I said, well, do they know who I am? And not out of arrogance, but because I'd already been down that road and so many different iterations and movies had been done with different actors, I didn't want to get in and have them say, oh my God, that's right. That's right. Well, you know, Rob was already on the show.
Yeah.
Well, he's here. Let's throw the old.
Now,
yeah, let's throw the old guy a bone. And they said, no, they know exactly who you are, but they would like to have you come and read only for Donatello, if you don't mind. I didn't mind at all. I just didn't want to be embarrassed. But then I said, well, have they approached Barry? Because we're very respectful of one another's place. And they said, no, it's nothing personal, but this is a completely different version of the show. It's going to be CGI, and they just think you would be interesting for their Donatello. And I had to get out of my own way, Julian. I was I learned a very valuable lesson. I was 55 years old, and like Townie said, I thought, oh, I'm really old. Who cares? It meant nothing to them. So I went and I read, and by the time I had the final callback, I think I had 4 callbacks. Wow. The last 3 guys at the final callback were yours truly. Oh my God! I'm sorry. The kid from he was in Jason Bateman and John Cryer.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my Lord.
And I walked in and I'm like, well, these guys are TV stars and all of that. And I kind of chatted. They're lovely guys. Kind of chatted with them. They were like, dude, this is Ninja Turtles. This is way beyond cool. Everybody wants to be in this franchise. Wow. And I ended up getting the job, and I was blown away, and it taught me a really valuable lesson that you have no... It's not your business what anybody else thinks of you.
Yeah.
Get out of your own head, kid. If I had been so uptight about the fact that I was old enough to be, these folks' grandfather, they would have said, well, okay, then don't read. But it was a great lesson. So thank you, Julian. I'm very proud of that version of the show, but there's nothing like being the original guy. This is really special. Yeah. Thank you.
Hey,
Great.
Rob, it's me again.
Who is that?
It's Alan.
Oh, hey, buddy. Nice to see you. I couldn't see you down there.
So, you know how they say imitation is the highest form of flattery? What's your opinion on all the Ninja Turtle bootleg toys you may have seen?
Well, I'm not even aware. Are there bootleg toys?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, bootleg toys?
You mean they're manufactured? I don't know how they get away with that because the turtle...
They're in China.
Yeah, the franchise, the owners of the franchise, which is, like Rob said, now Nickelodeon, they're very jealous and protective of their intellectual property.
A lot of cease and desist letters.
Right. So I don't know how folks get away with it.
But honestly, I'm not a big collector. I mean, I have a lot of cool swag and a lot of cool stuff that I've been given over the years, and I put it away from my boy. But I did not know that there were a lot of bootleg toys. I didn't know that. Wow. Well, then you know what? I think the other side of that coin is, as you said, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And I think that the last time I talked to Kevin Eastman about the dough that's been generated, this was probably 4 years ago. He said, as far as I know, the last thing I heard is that it's generated $6 billion in merchandise. Now, it takes Townsend 2 years to make that kind of money.
Well, a year and a half.
So they're in good shape. Hi.
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 I'm Paxton, and I have a question for Rob Paulsen. Yeah. So what was it like having to voice Donatello in the 2012, and then also the original Raphael in the Transdimensional Turtles episode?
Oh.
Because you basically were talking to yourself.
I do it all the time.
Yep.
The answer was
Paxton, whenever I'm not medicated, I speak to myself constantly. It was really great. In fact, have you seen that episode? Yes. Where, one of my favorites. Thank you, sweetie. When I say something about, what was it? Donatello says, hey, how come you sound so weird or something? And I say, me? What about you, Gappy? Yeah. It's so much fun. And my favorite Donatello line from that series is, butt cannons? It has butt cannons? Yeah. What? And give up show business? Hi.
Hi, guys. My name's Dan. Be careful how I say this. Now, when you guys played the Turtles, they were teenagers in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Now that it's 2022, what do you think your characters would be doing now and that they have, let's just say, a little more experience under their belts?
They're dead.
But they're turtles. They live for a long time.
Ouch.
Kevin Eastman made sure that they're dead.
Yeah. Donatello's always the turn in the punch bowl.
Yeah, okay.
Man, that's a good question. And I remember even, I was 32 when we started doing. Wait a minute, is that right? 32, 87? No, I was 33 or something like that. I don't know. No, 31.
Yeah, you were. Cause I would have been 33.
Yeah. So I was like 31, and I remember my wife saying, "The Teenage Mutant," but of course, again, nobody cares about your. Mel Blanc did Bugs and Daffy and Tweety till he died in his late 70s. I don't know. I probably we used to kind of kid each other saying, someday, who knows, maybe this show will last and we'll be at mall openings dressed in our tights. We're ready for you, Mr. Raphael. Okay.
You were close.
Right, pretty close. Hi, Cowabunga. Hey, is that your mom? Nice to meet you, ma'am. Are you single? That kind of stuff. Yeah, no different than now. Yeah. Hi.
Hello. Do you guys have a favorite episode from the original series?
Oh man. Well, we did what 196 or something like that.
200.
I don't know. Do you have a?
I do not. I guess if I had to pick one, I would say it was the first one. Yeah. Certainly the first 5 episodes. There was something that's really, really great about those, just because I have such great memories of starting this series, and it seemed like such a dream come true. So that's what I hearken back to. But as far as the rest of the series, no, I don't really have a particular favorite.
Do you have one, Barry?
I didn't until this weekend, and then I got reminded of an episode that was called The Maltese Hamster, and that was a fun. It was kind of a takeoff on Bogart, and it was just kind of, I remember having fun doing it.
Yeah.
So
there was one episode where Raphael was wearing a trench. We were all wearing a trench coat, and NECA makes those cool. And I think, thanks. And I think, and Lynn's going, yes, I know. My God, Adam. Yeah. It's so great. I know that so many of you people out there are you're so sweet the way you indulge your significant others with their predisposition to turtledom. And Lynn Wilson is right there at the top of the heap, because Adam and his beautiful boy Logan, Lynn is going, I love Ninja Kawa frickin' Bunga, whatever. Yeah. God bless you, honey. Yeah, you're right there. Yeah. There was an episode in which Raphael actually had a fedora on. He says, "Here's looking at you, kid," and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I'm like Townie. I don't have one specific one, because we've been all fortunate to work on a lot of other stuff. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I was cleaning out my storage unit the other day, and I came across every script from Ninja Turtles.
Yes. I still have all mine.
On eBay.
I've still got all mine too.
It's great.
I'm retired, so I'm going to start watching all of them, and I'll be able to actually answer that question at some point.
I think we have time for about 2 more questions, and this is a second to last, and that's going to be the last. So you think hard about what you're going to say.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
So I grew up with the 2000s Turtles, but I've grown to love them all over the years. I watched Turtles Forever recently, which crossed over that series with the 80s Turtles, but you guys didn't play the Turtles in it, and I was wondering if they'd even approached you to voice the Turtles in it, or no?
No. And again, I'm not sure, but I think that was the one that was a non-union show.
Yes. Right.
Right.
That's exactly. And see, that's right. Oh, they did? Yeah. Well, Michelle just told, and I didn't know this. Apparently, they did want us to be in that version.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But it was a non-union show, and and we are all beholden to work under the auspices of the Screen Actors Guild, for which I'm very proud and grateful. And because Donatello is the genius of the bunch, our friend Barry Gordon, when we were working on Turtles, he was studying to get his law degree, and he would bring, his law books. So he really was the brains of the outfit. And Barry was the president of the Screen Actors Guild for 7 years. Yeah.
Yeah. So
they couldn't dare do a non-union.
So we couldn't do a non-union show. Right.
And so we have one more.
One more question. No pressure.
With all the continuations that have been going on with all these other franchises, is there any chance of any continuation of the 87 Turtles in any format that you would know of?
Robbie and I were he just said that today. Wouldn't it be
interesting
cool
you bring that up.
if everything that's going on now, and especially with the new Shredder's Revenge game, if maybe Nickelodeon might consider doing another version of the real Turtles?
I mean, listen, stranger things have happened. I was doing a panel a bit earlier with Maurice via Zoom, and I were doing a Pinky and the Brain panel, and that question was asked. None of us had any idea that Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain would be back. But, when the king of Hollywood says, I want to do something, it gets done. So if there's a person like, and Nickelodeon, Nickelodeon Viacom is huge. So if somebody in the ivory towers at Viacom says, I think we should do the original ones again, it'll get done.
I think we should talk to Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
He should get it done for us.
I have him on my cell phone.
Thank you.
Yeah, we take a macrame class together. Is that it?
Guys, thank you so much for spending
pleasure.
time
Thank
with
you,
us.
guys.
Thank you. We know what we have to do.
Turtle power!
Oh, you guys, can we
Cowabunga.
Okay,
Here we go. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Turtle power! Thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks, Casey.
Hey there, heroes. Just a reminder that this panel recording was sponsored by 80stees.com. Head over to their site and use coupon code FSTMNT to get 30% off your next order. And you'll find these shirts are totally tubular, like a tube for your torso and tube for your arms. Slip them on and show the world your turtle power. Head over to 80stees.com. We'll see you next time.
This is Kari Walgren, and you're watching Fandom Spotlight. Be sure to like and subscribe. Plus, remember to have fun and follow your fandom.